All right, my G's. Let's firstly make sure um, you guys can hear me all right and everything like that. Hopefully everything is sounding good. If you can let me know if you can hear me. And also hear the beats as well, of course. That's muy importante. Um, yeah, give us a little heads up in the chat. Yes, yo, yo, yo. Okay, okay. Voice as clear as still water. Oh, wonderful. Good to see you guys. So bear with me because basically I'm on a new setup for the first time. I'm using I'm using my laptop with OBS and I haven't done it before for a live stream, so hopefully it works okay. And I'm traveling as well, so I've got my digital nomad set up and I'm here in the Philippines. Internet seems to be working fine, so all is good. Yeah, thank you all for your submissions. If you're not on Discord and you want to be part of our crew, we're going to be listening to our patron supporter tracks today. We've got quite a lot to get through, so I'm going to get straight into it, and I don't want to waste too much of your time with rambling. But one quick announcement: I've just 1 hour ago launched a new remix competition for everyone. So this is publicly available for anyone. You can just go in the link in the description. You can go to the post on my Patreon, which is a free post. You don't have to be a member if you're not a member. It's fine. You can still participate. And the rules and the stems are in there for the remix for Sun Tell You on Artificial Music. It was quite a popular track. It's already done 1,000 plays on Spotify in the first couple of weeks, which is pretty cool for a new little label. But yeah, we're doing a remix comp. Sun has agreed to share the stems, and it starts today. And you've got 4 weeks to make a nice little twist on that. And so that'll be the next live stream after this one. All right, but let's get into it. I've put the tracks in a random order, and we're starting off today with my G Phobos, who is an absolute legend, and he always chats to me on TikTok, which is great. And Phobos has made a track called Ballista. I've not heard any of these songs before, and so let's get straight into it, shall we, with Phobos. we go. A bit of a work in progress, as you can tell. But I really enjoyed that. The mixdown was really, really good, actually. I think it's my favourite mixdown that you've ever done, Phobos. You've got some great feedback as well. Dutty, Mr. Goodcat, stoked to be back. Good to see you, bro. The In-Between's like a scary movie. Some grimy bass. And Ride says the end drop is the tune, run with it. And I kind of agree. The end drop was my favourite. But yeah, obviously you haven't really tied down the ideas into one cohesive song structure yet, which is fine. But yeah, it would be great for you to do that though, I think, because you've got really nice drops there, and just putting them all together, I mean, you could yeah, put a bit more work in, like creating those narrative progressions between the sections, and then I think it would sound great. And I like the last drop best. And I'm not going to give you much. You already know what to do, so I'm not going to give you any critical feedback, especially because I think your mixdown is actually really, really good. It's definitely a noticeable upgrade from what I've heard from you before. So only praises to you really today, Phobos. Thank you very much for that. Let's continue now, and we've got Mr. Goodcat, who I almost forgot to put his submission into the into the Logic project earlier, but he reminded me last minute. So great to have you in here, and we've got baboons on the decks, or baboons on decks. So excited to hear what this one sounds like. And I see Ian's just joined the chat. Big ups, Ian. Good to see you, mate. And yes. Oh, sorry. I hit ride with the adverts. Gotta make my money somehow, bro. Come on. All right. Baboons on decks. Let's go. Wow, that was very, very impressive, Mr. Goodcat, I must say, and it's definitely my favourite track from you that I've heard so far. Definitely got the most detail in there so far, and also I like the melody on the yeah, that sort of percussive lead. It's really, really nice. You got some cool feedback as well. Interesting intro. Ian says it has a Simeon vibe to it. I can't remember Simeon. It rings a bell. Will says love the glitchiness of it. Riot says that kicks like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Wonderful, wonderful use of language there, Riot. Phobos said, I like the ear candy that really makes you feel like they're running around on your deck. Yeah, they do. It does feel like sort of baboons all running around. Andy D, big ups to you. Thanks for joining. How are you? Yeah, love the glitchiness and all the other subtle sounds that are going on. Awesome vibe. I agree. That really had a great vibe, that track. The resonance on that bass is shaking my house. Obsidian Vader. Are you back in Europe now, or where are you in the world, sir? Ride, love the change up. Phobos says I think we have a junior artifact in our midst. And yeah, techie and super clean, wicked track. Love the name of it as well. Yeah, the name definitely stood out to me. I guess baboons are just things that we can all relate to. Oh, simian is in relating to affecting apes. Right, I see. I thought I was thinking of is there a producer called Simeon? That shows how clever I am, doesn't it? Cool, Obsidian's back in London. Nice one, bro. All right, so yeah, Mr. Goodcat, Byron, formerly from Canada, now in Australia. What can I say? I mean, it's my favourite song from you that I've heard. There was a couple of those, like the nice melody lead percussion instrument, the main one, that one. There were some parts, like in some sections where you sort of like chopped it and then there was like no tail and it felt like slightly unnatural. Like on the main drop it's like fine because it all flows, but like the flow of the chops that you did at some points kind of threw me off. I was like, oh, where did the audio go? You know, so I think the flow could be slightly better in a couple of places, but in general I really like it, and I love the little percussive fills, like the fast little ones that come in at the end of the bar. They were really cool. Yeah, great mix down. Yeah, just a couple of sections, the flow could be slightly more natural in a couple of places only, but on the most part, it was great. But yeah, awesome tune, man. Really my favourite from you. Right, let's move on because we'll be here forever otherwise. Mr. DJ Ride in the house with Born to Run Wild, and I think he's got some AI vocals on the go here. But yes, looking forward to this one, bro. Yeah, let's see what you've done.
Let's rock and we were young, burning bright like a cigarette flame, living fast, too damn wild to ever be tame. Got my baby riding shotgun in my old Mustang, rolling down the highway, breaking every chain. They try to tell us what to do, said we never make it through, but we
Well, that was very enjoyable. So let's first read the comments, then I'll share some info as well. Um, so right, I had to change the vocals at last minute. The original vocal was from the track "Smoking," which is amazing. I want to hear that, but because copyright, I changed it. Yeah. So quick note on that, but before we move on, while I'm on the topic. Yeah, the feedback stream, the theme. I like to do a theme for the streams just because it keeps it a bit different, and I wanted to do like the song from Boston called "Smoking" as the theme, just randomly. Obviously, it's drum and bass, but I just was listening to that track at the time when I was designing the feedback stream, and it was the vibe because I love that. I love rock music as well. It's probably my favourite music outside of drum and bass. Yeah, it speaks to my masculine core most. But yeah, I really want to hear that version now, right? So make sure you post that in the Discord. But yeah, thanks for changing it last minute. And note to everyone else as well, we really have to. You have to avoid using any copyrighted samples in your music for my live streams, for my label, for like anything like that you want exposure or something good to happen on. Like avoid it like the plague. Like there's no point in like wasting all of your hard work and like using a copyrighted sample, you know, because it just limits you really. And now with the AI tools, you can so easily create your own samples. You might as well just do that. We've had a few things. Yeah, there's a someone posted an app, a website. I think Malcolm in the Discord, he knows a great one where you can put in like your vocal that was copyrighted or whatever and change it to like an AI one and like just recreate something similar, you know. So but yeah, thanks anyway, Ride, for changing it last minute, and I appreciate it wasn't the track you initially wanted to do, but I really want to hear that. Sorry, yeah, let me continue. I'll stop rambling. Love the guitars in this, says Obsidian. Phobos, every Ride track feels like you climbed a big mountain full of challenges and Ride himself runs past you without any struggles. I can definitely imagine that. I'm always down for a track with a rocky vibe. Will Perring, yeah, me too. Nickelback singer needs to be a bit worried about the AI. Southern drum and bass vibes. To set the scene, we must go to the outback and fight some kangaroos, says Phobos. Genuinely enjoyed listening to that, Obsidian. Yes, right. Put the other version in Discord and we'll listen to it offline. That'll be fun. But yeah, man, really, really enjoyable to listen to. Great vibe. Obviously, I can kind of, yeah, some of the mix downs on your most recent works have been really, really special. And I don't know if you've had enough time, but it's not quite at that sort of like, you know, clarity level that some of your other recent tracks have been. But aside from that, it was a great vibe. Anyway, let's move on because I'm literally rambling like an idiot again. Will with Raindrops, okay, is next. So Will Perring's here in the chat as well. That's great. So here we go. Looking forward to this. Well, good stuff. Good stuff, Will. Really, really enjoyed that. Definitely my favourite track I've heard from you. So Will said when it started, pretty nervous about this. It's a bit of a departure from my usual style. It was written for my other half. So if you can see this, Ree, hope you like it. Shout out to Ree. Get ready for some of Will's liquid. Yes, it was very liquidy. Yeah, you've got great feedback on the scene setting. Phobos says, I love the synth. Vocal is kind of buried, maybe some EQ and other vocal processing. Country and Western meets D&B in the Valley. So yeah, my feedback personally was that I really liked the whole vibe, and what I liked most was the way that you set the scene, and also the synth part. There was the sort of chord changes in the synth and the way it glides is really wonderful. For me, it's just composition and sound selection wise, it's all great, except for I think the drums could have a better sound selection. I want like the drums from Sun Tell You, like on this, that would be perfect, because those drums are really good. But it needs a bit of a better drum selection, I would say. I don't think the kicks and snares really do it justice yet. But yeah, so the selection could be a bit better in the drums. And then aside from that, just a bit of mixdown work. It's something I'd love to work with you on a session sometime if you want. But what I would say anyway is that you could probably bring the vocal up quite a fair bit still. And I think you've got space in the mix for it to sort of come up further. But yeah, like I'd sort of I'd redo the drums a bit first and then push the vocal a bit more. But on a whole though, like it's very, very nice. I really enjoyed that. And I loved the melody. It had a great feeling to it. Yeah, Phobos says, find myself where I like to put OTT on my vocals, kind of unconventional, but I like it. OTT is great on vocals. OTT is great. I hate OTT, but on vocals it's not too bad. I hate using it on sounds that have important low ending. Like it might work well on this one, but you'd probably be better off just turning it up, to be honest. Andy D, we'll see you later on. But yeah, good stuff, Will. I've really enjoyed the melody. The synth sounded luscious. Very, very cool. Alright, we're going to move on to Asylum now, who's unfortunately not with us, but he's absolutely been smashing it recently in the past few months. His production's completely taken off to new levels. So we're going to smash out with a bit of Asylum. Take it slow.
it slow.
Well, great stuff there from Asylum. I know Asylum's going to be listening to this afterwards and he's going to be thinking, what's he going to say on the internet about my music? And, well, what am I going to say? I was really impressed by the new kind of groove. Asylum and I have done quite a lot of Zoom lessons in the last 1 year or 1.5 years, maybe. I don't know how long. So, yeah, I've come to know his style very, very well. And he's got some absolute bangers like in his arsenal. This is not one that I've not heard yet, and it's got a different flow to it than what I'm used to from Asylum. So he's doing so many different, taking on so many different types of kind of D&B tracks, and this is like another different type that he's done really well. The bass did sound excellent, as Make said. Love the way the bass fits around the drums. DJ Ride, nice drums. Bloodfire, Mr. Goodcat, great track. I know that Asylum wants me to be critical and say things that I don't like because he's a perfectionist. So I'm going to go straight in, and there are some FX parts in the sections which weren't the main bass drop. There were some like FX and atmospheres that were just pushed super hard, like way more harder than necessary for that kind of section. And even the snare was like super, almost too overdriven and crisp, and it's like a snare that I know I've got that snare, like I know that snare and it was like it's slightly too much at some points. Even though it sounds clean and good and crispy, it was like slightly overkill in some of the sections, but not in the main drop section where the bass is. Like in that part, like your main, chorus section, that part's all fine, but it's all in the other sections where I think things could have been tamed down a bit more still. But yeah, that's my overcritical analysis of what is otherwise an excellent banger. And I'm going to have to move on now because I will be here forever otherwise. And yes, so let's carry on with Makes, who is here present with us right now, and Xenomorph. Looking forward to checking out this. Makes has done some really deep bass kind of minimal stuff in the past, so let's see what he's got for us this time.
I've never seen anything like it.
Perfect organism.
I've never seen anything like it.
Perfect organism.
Yes, mate. Love that vocal sample at the end there. Yeah, really cool, man. Love the dark vibes. Yeah, a little bit kind of the style I was expecting, but it's kind of a different sound to what you went for last time, I think. Yeah, especially your drum sound was quite different. I feel like the drums have really good potential to be excellent, but they're not quite there yet. I think that's the thing that would make the track that would improve it the most, would be to just smash those drums a bit better. And when I don't mean smash like into a clipper, I mean perfect them more. So what they could use, from my hearing, is the kick it's almost squared off a bit too much. It's kind of sort of lost its dynamic shape a little bit. I wish it had a bit more of a dynamic punch to it. It kind of was a little bit boxy, kind of flat, you know, like loud and in the right area, but the shape of it was not quite like a nice rounded kick shape, you know. That could have been a slightly better. And then I think I think maybe the snare was alright, but it has a very, very old school feeling to it. It sounds like a very old school sample. You could probably modernise it more with some layering. Probably your drums could use a bit of extra tight convolution layering on some of maybe the snare and the percussions as well. I knew what you were going for with the percussion, but it wasn't quite there yet. If you check out like Hybert Phillips's percussion on the label, like on his tracks like Feel and maybe Catacomb as well, he's got a similar kind of percussion sound, but he's got this great like sort of bright sort of convolution layer on it as well that makes it sound really, really unique, you know. And your track could benefit from something like that, like sort of take your drums into the next dimension with some like clever layering. But yeah, that was what I was really hoping for, that the drums could be like modernized a bit more still, like just some extra layering. The bass foundation of the drums is good, what you've got, but some extra work on them, some extra processing, clever processing on them would really make it stand out. But yeah, let's continue then. We've got Mystery next, who wanted to submit. Obsidian Vader says super dark breakdown, love it. Ian's back now, says sounded cool. Makes is in agreement. That's wonderful. But yeah, great stuff though, Makes. Really, really nice vibe. Love the darkness on it. So Mystery, I don't know if he's here, but he had a track with a popular vocal, and I've had to make him take out the vocal for the feedback stream. So we're dealing with the instrumental version. But this is Mystery's submission. Let's go. stuff, Mystery. I don't know if he's here in the chat, but yeah, really, really nice. A new student of mine, Mystery, and we've been working on another song recently that has so many layers. It's been a real difficulty getting clarity in the track, but this one feels like it has a lot more clarity. So I haven't heard this, but I like this one. It's so you've done a good job here, Mystery, on getting a better, cleaner mix down here. I really like that. Yeah, a bit of layering, as Ian just says as well. And hello, John. Thanks for joining us. Liking the bass movement, says Ian. Maybe thicken it up with some more layers. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Especially the main bass that kind of pitches down. Boom, 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 boom. I can't remember how it goes now, but the main sort of synth bass in there, which sounds really nice as the foundation, that could use another layer on top to really bring it to life. So would definitely got a great foundation for the mix there. Some extra layering on top of some of the sounds to bring them to life a bit more. Let's continue though, because I'm going very slowly today and we've got a lot of tracks to get through. Andy D, we're all kind of terrified of what he's done now, because he always seems to blow us away with his insanely complex compositional skills. So anyway, let's carry on with Andy D with Ouija. Oh, that made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside listening to that. Listening to Andy D's representation of his chaotic mind. It's wonderful. What a wonderful experience that was, as it always is. We're not quite there on the full sound quality that I really, really want for like like a proper label drop or something like that. Like the sound quality is not bang on for me yet, but it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. And yeah, I'm just gonna let Andy D's kind of music do the talking here. I don't want to add too much because it's just, yeah. I mean, Andy D, short for Andrew, doesn't about. Will said it best. So clean and dirty at the same time. What kind of mind is capable of coming up with this? a very blessed mind, I would say. Hello, Rob, as well. Great that you made it along. Scary movie straight into a war zone of zombies. Yeah, I mean, absolutely epic. I don't want to take away from it by saying anything bad. There's not really much bad to say. Like, I just need a little. I'm getting really pedantic again, sorry. I just need a little crispy extra bit of layering on some of the mid basses, and in the high end it needs a little bit of it needs a bit of polishing in the high end in parts, and a little bit of consistency, a little bit of post processing to add a bit of consistency in the top end. But anyway, let's continue. It was such a vibe. I really, really enjoyed it. We're going to crack on with Bane, Dance Forever.
I'm keep dancing forever, me. Well, at least till I remember where I put my car.
You guys have fun tonight? Yeah, man.
I'm keep dancing forever, me. Well, at least till I remember where I put my car.
Well. Thank you for that, Rory Bain. Very, very enjoyable. Rory's, I think, at work at the moment, but he'll watch this on repeat, I'm sure. Yeah, I really like the drop on that. I really like the old school analogy kind of basses, especially the first one that kicks right in on the drop.
Put my card.
Yeah, it kind of speaks to me of you going down your sort of influences. I know that's the kind of D&B that you like to listen to as well. But yeah, really, really enjoyed that. The really, really nice bass arrangement there. Personally, I wasn't too... Personally, I wasn't too much of a fan of the kind of the melody on the pads in the intro, like the kind of chord progression. Yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan of the chord progression. Like, it felt like a bit unharmonious, if that's a word. Yeah, I wasn't quite sold on the harmony, so I would probably personally change up the progression a bit, just so it has a bit of a better vibe to it. But I really like everything else you've done on the drop and everything, and you've got a really great mix down there, and the basses are sounding dope. And yes, I will leave the rest up to what the guys say. Brilliant drops sample, says Will. Liking those drums, it says Ian. It's got a cool old school vibe to it. Ian likes it very much. Elian as well. Ilian, I thought it was Jeff. Is it Vexer? I'm really confused because I think you're a member, right? I think I only have like one member on YouTube. So I was a bit confused. I was like, is that Vexer? Anyway, because the name's different. But anyway, I digress. Mesmerizing, says Ride. Anyway, Bane, thank you so much for the submission. When you watch this on repeat, I really, really enjoyed the old school flavour on the drop. It was wonderful. Let's continue now, because we've got 4 tracks left to get through. And this time, we've got Chris, aka Obsidian Vader, right? With Contraband. So let's hear what Chris has been up to. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Chris. Obsidian Vader. Shard low in the Hislow. Yeah, very different to your good friend Will's submission this time. Two very separate genres, but a great combination. I liked that a lot. I like the you put a lot of work into the composition, and it's quite complex in a way. You know, if anything, it could be slightly less complex with the amount of synth hits that you use, for example. You know, my first initial feedback was set the levels a little bit louder, because you can definitely push those levels higher, and yeah, you want to really set those drums at a higher level to begin with, because they're still a bit low and they sound good. You know, you can definitely push them up and start with it all higher. So get those drums maxed out, push them right up to as far as they'll go, and then readjust your mix down around them. You know, that's going to help you so much more, because you're going to have to turn them up at some point, so you might as well do it now. Yeah, so, but yes, Chris says this next one is a work in progress, but happy with it so far. Maybe put a stutter effect on the pad, says Ride. Ian says definitely got potential to be big, this for me. I would go bigger on the drums. Yeah, definitely start with that, especially the snare. The whole group could go up, but including the snare. And then my other piece of advice would be that main synth. You use it quite often, and it gets a little bit tiring on the ear, because it has a bit of a unprocessed vibe to it. It feels like a bit of a serum patch, you know. You've got to do something a bit more to trick us to thinking it's got a bit more going on still. So it's a case of taking that synth to a little bit of a newer level with the sound design and processing, and you can also use it a bit less maybe, and maybe get something else in there that's a bit more contrasting, because you're quite synth heavy, so you could almost have some other bass to call and response with it that might be a bit more natural perhaps, or a bit of a different vibe, because it's quite full on synth, you know. And if you're going to keep that synth quite full on, it needs, I know you've already arranged it with a lot of variation, but it needs more variation in its tonality still, I think. Or it definitely needs to have a bit of post-processing edge to make it feel like it's not like you're just playing on a serum patch, you know? I'm not sure if you made the patch in serum, but it sounds like a bit straight from the synth. Like it needs a bit more refining for me. But this has been me being very, very overcritical, and I know that you're still on your journey, and I'm not trying to downplay what you've done. I do really like the song. I'm just trying to help you. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Chris. Really great to hear your music, sir. Ride says definitely has potential, maybe some saturation, transient, shaper into a clipper, into the drums. Something in that order or nearabouts, yes. Hello to all new to the channel. Do you also give feedback on SoundCloud links? Zeep, the feedback streams are a exclusive for the Patreon members. It's one of the biggest reasons that people join my Patreon, is to take part in these streams. So yeah, the submissions are only via my Discord, but we'd love you to join next time if you want. And also, someone else mentioned, is the contest now? So I have launched a new remix contest, which is free for everyone to participate in. That's not Patreon exclusive, and that's starting today. And that deadline for that one is in 4 weeks. And you can go over to my Patreon, and you don't have to join or pay to download the stems for that. You can join the remix competition, even if you're in Bangladesh on the street and you've got no money, but you've picked up a little Wi-Fi signal. You can download. Anyone can download and participate in that. Yes. Anyway, I digress. Fragslamp, where do I upload this Sun remix? I'm assuming somewhere in the Discord, right? So the Sun remix comp is public, and I've put the rules on the post on Patreon, which you can view for free. The rules are there, and it says there that you submit the tracks via email to me 1 or 2 days before the deadline. Obsidian Vader, thanks guys. We'll add all your advice. Good stuff. Elian, I assume Vexer, maybe someone else. I enjoyed that beat, but I agree on the feedback, but it's still pretty dope. It is dope. Thank you very much, Chris. Let's continue now with Chameleon Audio. I'm going to call you now. It's Ian Trieg, but I think he's got a new name, if I'm not mistaken. It's Chameleon Audio with LMND. So let's see what Ian's been cooking up. Oh, sorry, Elian. It shows. I'm sorry to interrupt the song. It shows you up as like a member, I think, and I thought that I only had one member who was Vexer. So I'm very sorry that I got you confused with someone else. My apologies. Ian, what have you done? What have you done? I was sort of halfway through listening to that track and I was like banging along to it, but I was reading the comments and I was like, wait, who's this? And it's like, it's Ian. I was like, man, this is a massive level up on your mix down. You haven't been taking lessons with someone else behind my back, have you? Hope not. Anyway, we should have a catch up this year at some point. It'd be great to see you on a lesson again. However, this was absolutely awesome, man. It was definitely the best mixdown that you've ever delivered. I already, wanted to like. It's like I could now go with you in like the higher echelons of more sound quality adjustments and like micro strategies, micro layering things. But it was on a whole like super nice, really fat. Massive big ups to you, Ian. Really happy for you on that one. Will Perring says, love that bass, sounds huge. Mind manipulation, hello, good to see you. Ride Oof Dutty 100. Yeah, man, absolutely smashed that, Ian. I hope you're still on the stream, but yeah, we really enjoyed that, all of us, I think. Got nothing bad to say about that at all, because it's a big step up from what I've last heard from you, mixdown wise. You really filled up my headphones. You really you really smashed the mixdown on that one. Really fat and heavy and low end and everything nice and clear. Really nice. Yes. All right, let's continue. We've got Splinters, aka Roberto Concerto. Rory, he's joined the chat. We just had your track a few moments ago, Rory. It got a great reception. We love the analogy, old schooly bass on the drop. Very nice. Anyway, Splinters, Cephalopod. I think I can read. Let's continue. Yes, well, Splinters, Roberto, thank you very much for that. Rory, glad to see you got out of meetings to come and join us for the stream for a little bit. It's great to see you guys, dropping in and then dropping out and just coming and saying hello, even if you can't stay. I really, really appreciate seeing you guys. Tendo as well, great to have you back. It's been a long time, good to be back on the music production. Yes, time to make this year one to remember, I would say. Time to give it out all this year. That's what I'm going to try and do. Just really absolutely smash it. Make this the best year so far. Don't care. Screw whatever else is going on in the world. Whatever everyone else is doing. My job is just to go ham on the music this year and just tune everything else out. Zeep needs a little bit of treatment, IMO, but I love the dark vibes. Yeah, I'll move on to that in a moment. Andy D back again. Good to have you back for a moment, Andy. Love the vibe of this one. Tendo says, I love a dark roller vibes. Obsidian Chris says, definitely on the dark side. Vader approves. The reverb character is gorgeous, says Will Herring. And Ian says, liking the drums here. Some really cool drums going on here, says Andy as well. So yeah, I really, really like the composition. But one word that is going to haunt you when I say it, which is what it's lacking, is clarity. Clarity. We need more clarity. And I can tell you it's probably going to be a combination of the actual sounds themselves and also the side chaining. The side chaining is definitely an issue that you have not so much nailed yet. So there's obviously many ways to skin a cat, but recently what I've been enjoying a lot is using the multi-pass from Killer Hearts with the compressor to do the conflict sidechaining with that. I did a recent video on it and I've been really getting good results from that, so maybe it's something worth considering. But yeah, you've got a lot of conflicts going on that's eating up a lot of space in your low end and low mids, and that's what's stopping you from getting the clarity that the track deserves, you know. So, but really nice vibe. I can hear, like, from the whole vibe and the elements that you've got, I can hear exactly what you're going for. I could hear it being like a fully professional, sick tune, but the mixdown is letting it down because you haven't got the clarity that it needs. All right, but yeah, so keep working at it though, and don't give up, because those mixdown things, yeah, at some point it'll click, especially with your when you've trained your ear a bit more as well. Like at one point that stuff just clicks, you know. You've clearly got great compositional skills and great ideas, so don't give up on that. Just keep grinding away, and you'll get the mixdowns there eventually. We all do at some point. All right, Vexer, last one. Wow, that was we're almost an hour and a half in, so we better keep going then. Vexer, it might be asleep still in the US, I'm not sure, but we're going to carry on with Vexer. But yes, Rob Barrel, yes, keep working on that one. You've got to clear up a lot of conflicts between different things. It's a little bit from everywhere that will contribute to that fully, you know, clear mix down in the end. It's not just one thing. It's lots of things adding up. All right, but great stuff though. Vexer then. Let's go. Under. Oh, even the outro, even the little foley at the outro, man, I love that. Yeah, it's not often my genre either, but that was a great way to end the stream, to be honest. You made me dance more with that than any of the other tracks, to be fair. I don't know what's happened to me. Maybe I'm converting to like a trance. I don't even know what genre. Is it trance? Maybe I've converted, guys. Sorry, no more drum and bass now. We're doing trance streams now, going forward. We want to hear your recreations of Sash by Ecuador by Sash and Safri Duo, all that kind of good stuff. PPK Resurrection, we only want that now. Anyway, Vexer, that was, when you see this, you've blown everyone away. We loved that tune. That was excellent. I can't really give you much feedback on that, to be honest. It was just too unexpected and wonderful. I'd have to go back, and I was enjoying it way too much to be critical at that point. So thank you is all I will say. Mind Manipulation as well. Thank you so much for your super chat. I think that might be the first super chat I ever got, or that I can remember ever getting. So thank you. I really appreciate that. I will buy some pork jerky at the shops after this stream, actually. Maybe I might buy some after this. So thank you for that. Anyway, what are you guys saying? Rory says, I'm enjoying this. Obsidian Vader dance floor filler. Oh, it's a bit different. Very much like this, says Will. The track is nice, just a wee tweak to make that break really pop, says Mind Manipulation. That's about it. Go on, that drop is fire, says Obsidian Vader. Yeah, the first bang of the drop is missing. I know the spectrum is full there, but that bang is missing. Naff naff. It definitely banged on the last drop. I don't know about you guys, but that definitely was sounding pretty fat to me. What genre is this? I need more. I guess we're sort of... Yeah, what genre are we here? House? Trance? Andy D, not my usual style, but I actually really love this. Real feel-good, nice work. Yeah, it was a nice little end to the stream, I think. A nice little way to finish things off here. Dang, wonderful track. Obsidian Vader says, I'm sweating. Nice Psy vibes, but touching the house vibes too. Time to start a trance label. That's right, Rory. And Mike, you are late. We're just ending now. Unfortunately, you've missed the entire stream. But hopefully you can watch it back later. But good to see you for a moment anyway, Mike. Mr. Goodcat says, let's go, epic. Ride says, banger. Yeah, great way to end the stream there. Really nice little switch up right at the end to surprise everyone. So, that's about it for today then, my friends. Thank you, Mind Manipulation. See you. Thank you so much for your super chat as well. And yeah, see you on the next one. So that pretty much brings it to the end today, guys. I'm going to be very, very neutral on this stream. I'm not going to announcement of the winner of the remix competition, which starts today. So, and on that stream, I'm going to have to be very, very mean, and I'm going to have to turn a lot of people down. I'm going to have to dish out a lot of rejections, and I'm going to have to pick a winner in the next stream. So for this one, I'm not going to pick any winners. I'm just going to say you're all wonderful in your own way. But next time, I'm going to have to pick someone. So in case you missed it, we've got a remix competition starting today. You can join it for free. Anyone can join, and you can email me the submissions. But please read the rules before you participate. If you head over to my Patreon, you don't have to pay to join to access the rules and the stems for the competition. So go over there and yeah, grab the stems and join our competition if you like. There's no cost involved at all. Everyone else who is on my Patreon already knows we have a wonderful Discord community. So if you ever do want to join our Discord, which is basically the heart and soul of my community, then you're more than welcome, but that is a private club with a little entry fee of €10 per month. But that's sort of at the heart of everything that I do, so we're always happy to have some people join in there. But yes, I'll be going Grinch next time, that's right. Thank you all for joining me today. This has been a lot of fun. Yeah, we've had a great amount of submissions, lots of different styles. Really enjoyed it. So, yeah. last little plugs before I go. If you guys ever want lessons with me, one-on-one sessions take priority in my schedule. You can always book via my calendar. I've got preset packs on my website as well if you want Vital, Phase Plant, current presets. And yeah, if you guys ever want any of your tracks mastered as well, you can send me an email and I can get that arranged for you guys. But that's all from me today. Much love. Thank you to everyone in the Discord. Love you guys very much. Thanks for all your amazing music and hard work. And let's continue to make this year one to remember and absolutely smash it. And I can see some of you guys are doing that already. So let's just continue with this momentum and to infinity and beyond is all I will say. All right. Much love, people. See you guys very